Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V. I am Genesis 013, and before we truly get started, I guess I should mention that when we last left off, we pretty much got adamantite to be able to fly even higher, as the city of Rohkan had arisen from the desert and has become a giant floating fortress in the sky. I should mention this now. I pretty much beat these four things you see here. Two of them are now gone. Basically, I actually took care of those in a fight, and it was at that point I did not realize I was recording. So, without further ado, let's deal with this one right now. Which we have rocket launchers. Now, rocket launchers, for the most part, are going to be kind of annoying. For the main reason is their rocket punch, which is capable of inflicting confusion upon you. However, there is one thing here that is actually kind of good and useful in this fight. You can actually learn a blue magic from them, and there is another type of enemy which I fought in the other two fights, which I will show you right here, a flamethrower. It's kind of a nice thing. It allows you to use pretty much some burst fire damage. It's kind of nice. And here's the other version, which is missile. That is the other blue magic we're going to potentially try to learn for glue. Hopefully, I say hopefully. So, in other words, I don't know if we'll get these guys to aim physically at glue, but I will try. Actually, I will try at least. I'm gonna try this time and misses. Breaking my balls, and I'm going to break my balls. So. That said, I'm just gonna go with the rocket for Goblin Punch. It's actually not touch it at all. Forget what I was about to say. Goblin Punch is crap. It's good at least when you first start off, but not as reliable after the fact. So I'm gonna heal Lena and just hopefully I can get maybe one of these guys out so we can get them stalled. Sorry, wrong one. And another thing I guess I should mention here, when they both do missile, but pretty much they alternate between who actually fires. Oh god. So I guess to that effect, I should be very thankful that you don't have two missiles hitting, because as you're seeing, damage is varies very much. So you could get very lucky and get off with a bit of help, or you could be nearly on the verge of death. It all depends on how well you fare. If I could kill one of them, that would make life a little easier. So you kindly die. And it glue? Yes, that works. Not so much when you do that. So let's get parts up and just assassinate him, and let's just finish this off since we've already got the blue magic we can get from him. We'll just finish this off. I will actually, we'll try go heal after this. The rocket launchers and the other enemy, which is the flamethrower, are not really the kindest of enemies. They're kind of terrible that way. And actually, lightning is kind of useful. It is useful in this kind of fight. I guess that kind of goes without saying since they're of mechanical use. Oh, please. Yes, okay. I'm gonna get Galoof up because I'm not sure if him being dead or not involves whether or not I get the actual blue magic, but I don't know. I'd rather make sure that this thing is dead so I can be sure that he's alive and we have learned missile. So, that said, I will be right back into the fight with the final turn, so I'll be right back, everyone. And here we are in the next fight, against the flamethrowers this time. So I guess you guys get to see both varieties of enemies. Unlike the rocket launchers, however, flamethrowers are able to use their ability flamethrower for both sides. As before, they are weak against lightning, so if you have any lightning abilities or Ramu on your side, be sure to spam it like no use. So actually, because I've never actually had missile. I've had flamethrower, but never missile. So I'm gonna actually test. Oh my god! So yeah, Another thing, if you have missile, apparently it works against these guys. So that's another tip, useful tip that I didn't know about. So, yay for experimentation on the fly. Alright, so one's down. And actually, yeah, so... no, Lena, I did not want you in the front line. I wanted you to aim. I don't know why you ignored me, but oh well. That probably is my fault. Flamethrowers thankfully do a lot less damage than the rocket launchers. I'm very thankful for that, honestly, because if they were able to do the amount of damage that the rocket launchers did, and the fact that they hit together, you'd probably be having a little more trouble at this part, if you're where I am. So that, we killed all of them, right? We should be able to get in. So much for their defenses. Hey, what's that? Oh yes. What is this? Oh no! Giant death cannon, you say? Yep. We are not... Corpse, look at the swords of it! Guess there's one last thing to take care of. So yeah. We have one last thing to do, and I'm going to come right back so I can heal and save, because... You guessed it, guys. We have a boss to deal with, so give me 1 second, and we will begin. And we have returned. I did a bit of preparation, mostly just changing some of my classes. This will make a lot more sense, and we shall now, without further ado, venture forth against the Soul Cannon! The Soul Cannon is kind of an evil person. It is a boss comprising of 3 different components, of 2 launchers, and itself, the Soul Cannon. The launchers themselves will pretty much continually shoot missiles to each other, which are actually capable of inflicting aid, which is a horrible, terrible way of using slow. And pretty much the actual cannon himself will slowly charge up for a beam. You want to deal with him as quickly as possible. As far as I'm aware of, he is weak against ice. And there's a little thing I found out lightning, I meant to say. There is another thing you can do that's, and I highly, highly recommend this if you want to be able to make your life very easy. And I will tell you what this is. And Luke, you will explain. Level 5 Death. Instantly cast this. You will actually get rid of both launchers. So thus, now you just have the Soul Cannon alone. He cannot actually defend himself. So pretty much during this whole time, while he's pretty much summoning up, you have full range to just unload on him without having to be attacked with age and whatnot. Which, in my opinion, is because this boss is kind of evil, can be kind of evil at times. I'm going to use Octa Breath, just because that's one more damaging ability to have. I could use Missile, but I've probably done more. Well, I probably should be doing enough damage. I should take him out before he fires. Flash Shield is activated. Not a good sign. So, Lena, you'd be so kind as to heal yourself. Energy cells, 128% capacity. He is pretty much close to firing at this point. I forget what it actually does, whether or not he actually hits someone or what. Missile, yeah! Just enough to be able to with one. Firing Wave Cannon, yes! This is his ability. It attacks all people. Very, very bad. And this is generally, now that he's discharged, he is unable to fire, and I guess I should mention this, he's actually capable of doing sap onto you, so you could probably lose health quickly if you don't realize it. I've made this mistake once before. More so that I still haven't figured out how to get rid of sap. I assume this Estimate would probably be one example, but let's just focus on getting rid of the cannon so he doesn't fire another terrible slot. Beam cannon off online. Yes, and with that, the Soul Cannon has been defeated. Alright. We've gained... Alright. 7 ability points. It's actually nice. And we get some Dark Matter and high potions. And with that, with the final so I guess that holds the way in. Sure looks like it. Well, we'll know in a second. Indeed we will. So yes, with that, we have actually found our way inside the floating city of the Runka ruins. It's actually much different than before. It's actually, as this would be technically a new dungeon. How should I do this? You know what? Yes, I think I will do this. So, after defeating the Soul Cannon, and pretty much defeating all the defenses of the floating city of Runka, we will continue onwards. So next time on Final Fantasy V, we will explore the ruins and hopefully find out where the Earth Crystal is, and maybe see if King Tycoon is actually evil. I've been Genesis013. This has been my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V. I wish you all a good time. Good day to you.